Hello, I'm Earl, and welcome to Speaking of Everything. With me on Speaking of Everything is a very remarkable lady. Her name is Miss Patricia Flanders, former commissioner, politician. How are you doing, Miss Flanders?
Doing pretty fine.
You're doing good, right?
Yes.
See all tag out in your red, man. So
you say your blood is red, so.
so you are number 22?
Number 22 on the Democratic list.
You're not a newcomer to the party, right?
Sorry?
You're not a newcomer to the party.
No, I'm not a newcomer. I'm an old comer. So according to the saying, they would say you go back home, but I wouldn't say you went back home. You just go back where you start off from.
So you started many years ago on the DP list, right?
I was on the DP list when I was commissioner. So.
Yeah. So what are people saying to you now? Because you're contesting the January 11 parliamentary election, and anything particular you want to share with us, what they're saying to you?
Well, a lot of people is looking forward, because they see that I deal with a lot of seniors, and they hope that I will be able to be elected, that I could continue the job that I'm doing. Because if you could do so much out of office, in office you should be able to do a better job, be able to achieve much, because I'm in hot water with the seniors and I know exactly what they're going through. So by I knowing what they're going through, I feel in the pinch, and that is the reason why I have decided to take this challenge to champion the cause of the seniors now and to come.
Well, you have quite a good record when it comes to helping seniors, right?
A very good record. Can't compare. I mean, sometimes it's good if somebody would say it for you, but if I have to say it for myself, then I will. Yes, I did a lot during the COVID. I was out all over, delivering boxes, food, you name it. I did what I had to do at that time.
And you did it before that too.
Yes.
You've been assisting seniors for many, many years.
Yes. I've been assisting seniors for many years. Even the Hope Estate, St. Martin Recreational Foundation. Because of me, they got a piece of land up there. A lot of people may not realize it, but when I was in office in 1989, I got a piece of land in the back of Sugar Garden.
Yeah.
And when they had the emergency home, they moved them, and that's how they got such a prime piece of land afterward that they could have built their center, and that's going on maybe over 30 years, know.
At Hope Estate.
At Hope Estate.
Yeah. So when you look at seniors in St. Martin, a lot of people feel that they're being ignored by government, politicians. There are people like you who go out there and work every day, every week to help them. You have your senior program. But do you think that you can do more for seniors in government if you get elected?
I feel and I have the confidence that I can do much more if I'm elected into office, because I know exactly what every senior is going through there. Because sometimes you gotta look at it that you get people elected in office and they have a portfolio. That's true, but they have so many things to do that even if they look at the senior, they cannot look in them the way that they should, because they have too many things to do. But if you have somebody like me who's champion the cause of seniors and want to make certain that seniors be right at the pension, health care, Gebe bill, discount, and all taxes from the pension. These are things that I'm going to be looking after when I'm elected into office. And by God's grace and help, the way I am, I would see them coming through. Because I'm going to be hammering somebody.
Like you think you'll be hammering somebody?
Yes. Because that's the goal. That's what I'm campaigning for. I'm campaigning for seniors and seniors to come. Because I don't want the seniors figure that, the young ones figure, oh, she's only campaigning for seniors, what about really young? No, this is for you as well. Because you'll come and meet it as, when I campaign for the ones now, you're in the back coming up, and you will enjoy the same fruit that I have created before you become a senior, and make life much easier for you to live.
Yeah, it's amazing, Mrs. Flanders, because our senior citizens are really, really going through some very difficult times. financially.
The seniors are really going through some difficult times, really, because the pension has been raised. I must say, we get a little raise on the pension now, but still it's not enough. Because if, let's say in 2013, if I didn't hammer then the Prime Minister to raise that pension to 1,000 guilders, you know it still would have been low, even though you get raises now. Because of that, you can see a little more. With all the little raises that the minister just put on, you can see a little bit more because of the first beginning with that big raise. And that was my initiative.
In 2013?
In 2013, when I hammer her. And then she decided, and then they said she didn't win the right channel and all this BS you hear. But the seniors got the 1,000 guilders. So that 1,000 guilders helped that now the raise that you get, you can see a little more. If that wasn't there, you would not still see that 1,000 guilders raise.
And what about the thing about taxing seniors?
Well, the taxing for seniors, I'm going to see that tax come off. I feel that if you're getting a pension, you should not be paying tax on it. So that's one of the goals that I'm going to go in there with, to make certain that no seniors pay tax on that little pension.
It hurts them a lot, huh, when they have to pay taxes on that pension.
Because if I have to pay my house rent, I have to pay Gebe, I have to buy food, and I'm a senior, my children has to work for themselves because they have a family. So they can't support me. So I have to try to be able to live on what I have. Can I pay rent? Can I pay Gebe with that money? Can I buy food? These are the three things, main things that you need to look at. You can't do them. Something must get left undone. And all three is very important. So we need a raise in the pension still.
Because a lot of them go to bed hungry now.
So a lot of times we go to sleep hungry because why? The pension is not enough. If you have to pay Gebe, food, the food is very costly.
And also telephone, they need a telephone.
And then you have a little telephone. So,
and
you know, all of these takes a lot. And all these take money. So you need to really... And that's what I know what seniors is going through, because many times they say, the senior trend can help them. How a child can help you when sometimes they too are struggling and they too coming to you for little or your pension to help them with. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's kind of difficult, huh?
Some is very difficult.
You know, someone was telling me the other day that in Antigua, when you're a senior, you get a voucher for telephone and you get a voucher for electricity every month. It helps the seniors. In St. Martin, there's nothing like that.
There's nothing. You know, when Gebe was given that discount, it was a help for some seniors. So that's one of the things I'd like to see go back into. A couple of years ago, they was given a senior discount. I would like to see that go back.
What do you think about doing it like in a voucher, so you know everybody gets that voucher and they can spend it at the end of the month with Gebe? Right now, the way it was done before was a little complex. They had to send in the application, they had to check how many people there, and then across the board, 100 guilders or 200 guilders, you get the voucher, you get that every month, and it makes it a lot easier.
Well, if that could be possible, Orville, I would definitely look into it. Because it would be nice if every senior, or everybody then, because remember, it's not only senior feeling the pinch, it's also the others that is feeling it as well, who get in the low salaries that cannot afford it. But then you have those who have a good salary, then you don't give them, but you give those that have a low salary.
Prove the income,
You give the less economy people. That's why they have so much of poverty in the island. Because they have to pay so much bills and they can't afford it. You get a little understand to put with your, some people get an understand to make up the pension that they give, but still it's not enough. So somewhere, we have to look somewhere, a means that seniors can get a little bit more. Even a voucher will do. You know, you get a voucher, maybe 100, 200 guilders every month that you can help assist with your bills. That might be a good idea.
What about medication? Do they complain to you about medication?
Okay, some seniors complain about the genetic medication. Yeah. So what is my next goal is to make certain that the health care would be affordable for everybody and across the board. Because you have seniors now that have problem with teeth. They can't eat.
And that's not listed.
And
right?
that's not good, and it's not
Yeah.
paid for.
Yeah.
And because of your pension so low, you can't afford to go and fix your teeth. So that is something we need to put on the map.
So you're saying, Ms. Flanders, that you're going to include dental care as part of
the eye care,
Yeah.
because sometimes you can't afford the glasses either. So you need those things going. We need a general health care policy for one and for all, for everybody.
Sounds great, man.
Across the board.
Yeah, yeah.
And very affordable. That's one of the things I would like to look after. And another thing I would like to look after also is the people that is at home and have their parents and they got to go out to work. Now those parents have to leave their mother or their father, whoever it is that cannot move around. And you go to the St. Martin home now, they are full. So you have a long waiting list, and you have some honorable seniors that need to be in that list. I feel that they should be given the first priority. If I have a senior 100 years or 102 years, I reference that because I have a senior that age, and she wants to be in the home because there's no one to take care of. She should be given preference.
Yeah.
How much more does she have to go? She have to be on a waiting list
At that age?
At that age? That's not good.
Yeah.
And for them to get somebody to mind that senior is over $1,000. Can they afford it? That's another
The
thing.
pension is not $1,000, so they can do that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in other words, we should look at an alternative for that seniors, not for that one particular, but for all of them.
Yeah.
That if you have a long waiting list that is necessary, you have places that, just like how we have the daycare,
Yeah.
you have places, you put them until when there's a place, and government subsidize that. That is another goal that I would love to see, like yesterday.
But only can get that if you vote for you.
That's the only way, because those are things that I see needed, and I'm going to try my utmost best to see it come true.
But you know, what I find strange in St. Martin, here you are, you're an advocate for seniors. You live your life in the last decade for seniors. And I think sometimes they don't really understand what it means that they cannot continue going voting for the same people all the time.
I don't understand it, because some of them look at it and they say a little bit, why is Patsy running again? Patsy running with an intention, not a full pocket, an intention to serve the people of St. Martin to the best of my ability, because I see the need of them. If there's a voucher, they must get it. Whatever they have, seniors have to partake. The last voucher that was given out there, it was only the vouchers. In fact, the senior was discriminated. I had to fight and tell them, no, seniors is need just like the others. And then they gave all the seniors the voucher. And the people was happy and glad of it.
That was during COVID right time, right?
Yeah, that was after COVID, during COVID time, after COVID time that had a voucher. And I had to really go and blast them about it. And then they finally said, Patsy, please stop. We're going to give the seniors. And they did. I must tell the truth, a lot of seniors meet me after that said, thank you, Patsy, because if you did not speak, I was disqualified.
I remember.
And I get qualified now.
I remember you was in this program, remember? When you took, yes.
So they got it and they was happy. People who do, and a lot of people were disqualified, But they all get through afterward and they were happy.
But that's good.
So you need somebody who looking at the interests of seniors. I can't do all the whole portfolio they have there. So I pick up one. This is my goal.
You're focusing on the senior citizens.
Seniors.
I love it. Yeah.
I'm a senior, I focus on senior. You already think that I'm too old to run for seniors, so that's why I'm focusing only on seniors, like myself, so that we can live a better life and enjoy whatever happens in Martin for us to get.
Yeah.
Not that we come second class and almost
last class, no,
last
right
class,
now. Yeah.
We and all of these kind of things. We need to be first class in everything that they have.
I agree.
So that is my reason for really taking up this channel. And I hope and I pray that all you seniors and young ones to come will vote for me on the 11th of January and give me that great victory to be able to continue what I love to do best. As my daughter would say, you love it best.
So you don't have to be a senior to vote for.
No, you don't have to be a senior to vote for me. Tomorrow you're going to be one.
Yeah.
So you have to vote for me to bring me in office so I could work for you for now and for. Because some of you may have 2 more years to go, maybe some of you have 1, maybe some of you have months, but you must meet the blessing. So I want a blessing that it could go on record. That is a blessing for the seniors to vote for me, because tomorrow they have a better life and they don't have to depend on their children who need it just like them.
Yeah, because right now they have to depend on government.
On government.
And they have to depend on a handout from people. It's not nice.
It's not nice. It's not nice. It's supposed to be something compulsory. Even with social welfare, they should, all the seniors, instead of only the ones who apply, you should give it across the board, at least every month, a 200 gillar that they can be able to pay, assist with paying Gebe bill and things like that. I think that is the right way to do it. Yeah. Because they tell me in Dominica they're getting houses, in some places they're getting this.
What are they getting St. Martin?
St. Martin, we're getting nothing. And we're supposed to feed the whole world, but we still ain't getting nothing. So I need to look at the seniors, because it include me.
So this is the reason you're coming back out?
That is the reason why I come back out. To champion those seniors' cause.
Yeah.
Because we need it. We need somebody who could look after the people of St. Martin.
Yeah.
And make certain that they get right what they're supposed to get, and not be second class. And then you hear, I can't get the voucher because I'm qualified, and you give it to somebody else,
Yeah.
And then you don't give me. I know people went to collect a voucher.
Really?
And when they read, because they see the person, they say, no, we made a mistake. Because of a name, they made a mistake. And the person needed just like the others.
Yeah.
I tell it to them too. Because it happened with somebody, and I tell it to them, they should never do it. Because the person needed it.
That's discrimination. Really.
Yeah, that's discrimination. You don't discriminate over seniors.
Yeah. Well, in case you've just joined us,
yes.
I'm Earl Gebe here. Speaking of everything, my guest is former Commissioner Patricia Flanders. She's number 22 on the TP list. Back out, running again, right?
Running again, running strong.
I'll tell you what, we got to go to that quick break. When we come back, we'll continue right here on Hot 99.9 FM Radio, Facebook, and YouTube. Please stay with us.
We are vibrant, expressive, warm, and diverse. Together, we conquer, and now we expand into new horizons, giving you more of the best. Introducing our new Bankomatico Plus with wider acceptance, purchase protection, and enhanced security. Whether you're online, traveling, or in paradise, experience more with Windward Island Bank. Bankomatico Plus, more of the best.
My guest here on the Speaking of Everything is the number 22 candidate on the DP list, Patricia Flanders. So you're back out, you're back in the race for the January 11 parliamentary elections, right? And you're on the campaign trail. So what else are people saying to you as you go about campaigning?
Well, as I go about, a lot of people are saying to me, like this morning someone said to me, Patsy, I'm glad to see you running. I know you're going to do a good job, and I hope that you'll get a pension raise because that money we can't live on it. And so these are the things you're getting from people outside there. So you know how it is.
Any number in your head that you're thinking about that will make it easier for seniors?
I didn't put a number directly in head, but I think at least raising it, equality like in Holland, we have to see how we're going to do that one. But equality in Holland would have been good, but we have to see how we're going to be able to pay it.
So you're very realistic to the same time.
I'm realistic with it because you don't want to say, I'm going to give you the same thing like what Holland getting, and then tomorrow you didn't do it, and then you get a back feed. We have to check and balances to see how we can raise it to that, or we can get close to it, And in the future, you keep going and going until you get a little bit more. Because if I look at Curacao, the last meeting I was in there, I was surprised Curacao is not getting much. We're getting more pension than people in Curacao.
Yeah.
Even Aruba, what they show me, somebody said, no, it's not correct. But what I got on paper that they said they were getting, we were still getting a little bit more than them.
All that because of 2013 when you mentioned that too, right?
Yes. If it wasn't for 2013, we would have still been behind.
Yeah.
We would have still been way behind.
So what else we need to know that seniors need from politicians like you and so forth? What else is?
Once I'm elected, I feel that you should make a day to see the public, whether it's a senior or not, because that's the way you'll be in touch with what they need. If you wait till another 4 years, next 4 years, I will not be around,
But you never know. Look at Biden. Biden, way past you, he still run again.
I would say that, but at least you know what you're up to. You know what people need. You know what they're asking for, what they're looking for. If you sit down in office and you don't look to see the public, or just once in a while when somebody favorite come to you, but there should be a general necessity. I will do that when I'm in office. Number one, I don't want to let go of the seniors at all. No matter what, I would like to stay my 2 days with the seniors and plus see them on a day that I can see them in office so they can relate to me their problems or whatever. They're anybody, because I could relate to the other person, say, I had X by me today, they're going through difficulties, I send somebody to the field to see, and it's so.
Yeah.
That's the way. But if you stay there in office and only after the election, during the election, you see everybody, then people close the door, they don't open, they hear you outside calling, they mother you because you only come to see them that time.
Yeah.
Make sure you see them through the year.
You're always there.
You always be there for them.
Yeah. No, I think it's important when you look at it, because today in St. Martin, we can't see politicians. They're driving in the dark cars and they're invisible.
Well, I went in Union Farm, and most of the people to me were so surprised. They were all closed up.
Yeah.
They're not coming out. But I met a set that came out and they say, the young boys, them say, every time we vote, we get the same thing. When you look, they got the phone in their hand and they got the phone to the ear, so you're trying to stop them. They can't see because they're on the phone. Why should you vote again? That's the answer I get from some of them. Well, the young ones. Why should I get? I need a job. I need to work. I need to do something. But I can't speak to nobody after the election. That's what they say.
So they could speak to you, right?
So it is.
Yeah. So even helping the young person is helping the senior too.
Yes. Helping the young is helping the senior as well, because when you help the young, at least that helps the mother or the father that
or the grandparents,
there, when they get, grandparents, whatever.
Right. It's sad because I remember growing up in St. Martin as a little boy and seeing my neighbors and friends, and we didn't have the kind of poverty that we have today. We had rich and poor, but we were all together. Today, now it's really bad.
Yes.
So I don't. Yeah.
When I was office 89, and I went to give out some boxes to people, they really wasn't. They had some people really in poverty at that time.
In 89. Wow.
Because when I went myself, and then when I was getting the boxes out, I myself was surprised. I didn't expect it to be like that when I reached to the home. They were really down and out.
Yeah. So it should be even worse now.
So now it should be worse.
Yeah.
Those people who have a lot of children, they can't survive because the money they're making is not sufficient. That's why some people holding 2 and 3 jobs.
Do you think it's harder for women now too?
Sorry?
Do you think it's harder for single mothers right now in St. Martin?
Yes. They need to. We need to go. We need to really check our people. They're really in need. Some of them can help a little bit, but some of them cannot. The same thing goes for Gebe. If Gebe gave you a discount, would be very good, but you say, you make a suggestion, maybe give a 200 guilders every
month voucher, like, you know,
a voucher,
like,
then they can go and pay to where they want. That sounds good too, you know, because everybody's complaining about GB.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be, as some politician will think, I have to hit GB, I hit on the head, because I do not know what inside there. But something is not right, because some people say they get bills, higher bills than their customer getting, but that GB have to check on that too. But there are some people that could have paid the bill and they did not pay it either.
Right.
So we have to be, maybe I shouldn't touch that topic
But
you're
being fair. You're being fair.
I'm just being fair.
Yeah, I think that's
You understand?
Yeah.
Some people could have paid the bills and they didn't pay it. So then when the bill comes, now you have so much money to pay. And then you say GB this, GB that. But you got to understand GB have workers to pay too.
Yeah.
They may misuse the money, you don't know. I don't know. But you know what's going on.
But you do get seniors who are very worried about that GB bill, though, right?
Yes.
They're very worried.
Yeah, because the seniors, I have a few people complaining very hard about the bills, but because some of them did not pay nothing at all.
Oh, then it makes it bad.
And if you didn't pay and you get that bill now,
You shock the hell out of you.
oh.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You can't pay it, eh?
Yeah. But then again, too, I think there have to be some solution for our elderly, even in that regard.
That's what I'm saying. You have to do a solution for them, make it easier for them.
Definitely.
You see, when I look at GB bill and I look at the oil, something have to be done with that.
The price of oil is down right now.
Eh?
The oil prices are down.
Up, the price still remains.
Yeah, because there's a fuel clause that they add that makes it.
Causing the problem.
Right.
If that fuel clause can change, GB can do better. And they need to find another consumer. And I understand they got monopoly. So I don't know if that's true. That's what the people from GB tell me. So they got monopoly holding it, that they can't go to nobody else that they have cheaper oil, and that is bad.
That's all pure politics that could have been fixed many years ago. I agree with you.
Tell me. If it's so, I don't know. I am only saying. And if so be the case, there should be a way to break that monopoly to make it cheaper, that it could be on the consumers better.
Well, Mrs. Flanders, we're just about out of time. I have 1 minute. It's all yours, that 1 minute. Anything you want to say?
Okay, I didn't wish everybody. I want to wish each and everyone a very happy new year. And I hope that this year would be a year to reckon with. I hear that you can see you elect somebody that is champion the seniors now and the seniors to come. I'm looking forward to your support. Bring me into office and I'll make life easier for each and every one of the seniors out there.
All right, so again, I want to thank you for coming in and wish you much success on January 11, the big election day for Parliament, right?
Yes.
That's Ms. Patricia Flanders, number 22 on the DP list. Again, thank you, much success. All right?
Thank you too. Well, thank you for having me. And thank you for the listeners to listen to me today.
All right, good. Thanks again. And that's it for now on Speaking About Everything on Facebook, YouTube, and Hot 99.9 FM radio. See you next time. Take care. Bye.